In this video, we will determine arc length, and this is a formula that you will typically see. And so S is the arc length, theta is the measure of the central angle of the arc, and so the formula is this. Arc length is equal to the measure of the central angle of the arc divided by 360 degrees times 2 pi r. So in this problem, we want to determine this arc length right here. And so if you want to pause the video, feel free. So the whole circle is 360 degrees, and the circumference of a whole circle is 2 pi r. So the circumference of the circle will be 2 pi times 4, 8 pi, because r is the radius and radius is 4. But we have part of a circle, which only covers this part right here, and the central angle is 45 degrees. And so in order to determine this part right here, it would be 45 divided by 360 degrees times 8 pi, and so that's going to give us pi centimeters. And now here's another example, and it's the same idea. So first you determine the circumference of the whole circle, and then we have part of a circle. Now instead of degrees, we have radians. We have pi divided by 4, and for a whole circle, it's 2 pi. So you do pi divided by 4 divided by 2 pi. So pi divided by 4 divided by 2 pi is going to give us pi divided by 4 times 1 divided by 2 pi, and so we get 1/8. So 1/8 times the circumference will be our arc length, and so we will again get pi centimeters. And this is because 45 degrees is equal to pi divided by 4. They're equivalent. Now here are 3 problems that if you want, I would recommend pausing the video and attempting these 3 problems. So for this first problem, we want to determine the circumference of the circle. And for a circle, the circumference is 2 pi r. We know r is 5, and so we would get 10 pi, which is approximately 31.42. This second problem, we want to determine the measure of the arc YZ. And so we know the central angle is 95 degrees. So we say the arc length is equal to 95 divided by 360. 360 is the whole circle times 2 pi r, and r is 5. And so we get 2 times 5 is 10. And so that would cancel this 0 here, and so we would get 95 pi divided by 36, which is approximately 8.29. Now this part you need to use a calculator. Now this last problem, we want to determine the central angle if they give us that the arc length is 10. So we know S, so S is 10 is equal to A, the central angle, divided by 360 degrees, the whole circle, times 2 pi r, and r we said is 6. And so we would get, so 2 times 6 is 12, 12 divided by 360 would give us 1 divided by 30, and so we get a pi divided by 30. And if you rearrange, so you can say that a is equal to 10 times 30 is 300 divided by pi, which is approximately 95.5 degrees. And that's pretty much it for this video.